Hola, ¿cómo están, my compañeros? We are under attack in this information age. The idea of controlled opposition is one that is defined as a strategy in which an individual or an organization or movement is covertly or secretly controlled or influenced by a third party, and that controlled entity's true purpose is something other than its publicly stated purpose. The controlled entity serves a role of mass deception, surveillance, or political social manipulation. The controlled party is portrayed as being opposition to the interests of the controlling party. That's what it is. It's somebody who's pretending to be against something, but it's only in order to act as a backstop and prevent individuals from really digging into the situation. I want to bring to your attention something that I feel is absolutely a perfect definition of controlled opposition. That's this new documentary people have been wanting me to watch called The Social Dilemma. This is something that pretends to be revelatory, but all the information contained within this documentary was all revealed by Snowden. They talk about the inventor of the like button. They talk about internet personalization. All of this stuff is very, very, very obvious nowadays, but they're trying to talk about it in a way.
When you go to Google and type in climate change is, you're going to see different results depending on where you live and the particular things that Google knows about your interests.
That's not by accident, that's a design technique. What I want people to know is that everything they're doing online is being watched, is being tracked. Every single action you take is carefully monitored and recorded.
A lot of people think Google's just a search box and Facebook's just a place to see what my friends are doing. What they don't realize is there's entire teams of engineers whose job...
I don't think anybody in the year 2020 is that naive.
...is to use your psychology against you. I was the co-inventor of the Facebook like button.
I was the president of Pinterest,
Google, Twitter, Instagram.
There were meaningful changes happening around the world because...
Okay, so the point I want to make in this instance is the idea that this documentary is trying to tell people things that they already know. And they're trying to tell them in a way that makes them seem absolute. But listen to Mr. Zuckerberg himself when he's confronted by Senator Hawley about the TASK program. The TASK program is an internet program that is ran by the big tech giants that allows for coordination between Facebook, Twitter, and Google. And it's something that he denies.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In the late 19th century, tags to ban, just yes or no, do you communicate with Twitter or Google about coordinating your policies in this way?
Senator, we do not coordinate our policies.
Do your Facebook content moderation teams communicate with their counterparts at Twitter or Google?
Senator, I'm not aware of anything specific, but I think it would be probably pretty normal for people to talk to their peers and colleagues in the industry.
It would be normal, but you don't do it?
No, I'm saying that I'm not aware of any particular conversation, but I would expect that some level of communication probably happens. But that is different from coordinating what our policies are or our responses in specific instances.
Well, fortunately, I understand that the TASK platform is searchable. So will you provide a list of every mention of Google or Twitter from the TASK platform to this committee?
Senator, that's something that I can follow up with you and your team after on.
Well, yes or no?
The point that I wanted to make right now, and I will leave the links in the description, is the idea that this new documentary that is all the rage, apparently, is in direct conflict with what the owner of Facebook is attempting to establish as fact. And it's controlled opposition in the sense that this documentary, The Social Dilemma, seems to be contrarious.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Seems to be very investigatory when it comes to big tech, but it's really not. The Social Dilemma, this Netflix documentary is the very definition of controlled opposition. Senator Hawley is a true American hero. You should check out the 11-minute clip, and you should subscribe to his YouTube. He is a true American hero.